You guys, it's that time of year again. It is the Sephora holiday sale event. I will write down everything in the description box below. Just hit that button that says more. And I'll show you the dates, the tiers, how much each tier gets as a discount. I am ROUGE, I get 20% and I get it throughout the sales. So the 28th through November 7th. I've already done a video shop with me because Magic Links in conjunction with Sephora gave me a gift card, but I had to spend it. And I did. That video I will link right up here. This video I will break down into hair, makeup, skincare, and I'll timestamp. Also, a little tip. I know that I can speak a little bit slow. This is my natural thing, I guess. Well, not very natural. It's not natural at all to talk to a camera. So I kind of get slowed down and I forget words and whatnot. Lately, I have been doing something that I want to share with you. Open that little gear shift down at the bottom or right here, and you can change the speed you're listening to. So oftentimes if I'm in a hurry but I want to watch an entire video, I will speed it up. And for some people, you really don't notice a difference if you go to 1.25. If you go to 1.5, you do, but it's a way to see everything and not miss anything, but not, give them 30 minutes of your time. So, a little tip for you. We are going to start with the highest ticket, and that is the Dyson Airwrap. I got this at a sale. No, I don't even think I got it on sale actually. About 4 months ago, and I have never looked back. I have not used my normal blow dryer since, and I haven't touched my round brushes, which is the way I did my hair for years and years and years. The problem with that is every time I washed and dried my hair, I got a different outcome. Even though I'm telling you, I was so careful, I was so specific. I spent so much time drying and styling my hair, and oftentimes when I was done, I thought, yay, looks good, and 20 minutes later, not so much. And it's frustrating. What my hairdresser can do is not what I can do. I don't have that skill no matter what. And also, you guys, it's really hard to keep your hands up for a long time if you're trying to get your roots absolutely dry. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Since I bought this, I have consistently gotten styles that I love. If you are like me and you have longer hair and you spend a lot of time styling your hair and you oftentimes are disappointed with the look that you get, this is absolutely worth it to me. Now let's talk about hair care. Like many women, I have lots of shampoos, but the two shampoos I use the most are the ROUGE Signature, which smells like a dream, and the Kerastase Blonde Absolue Ben Lumiere. And this is not a bluing shampoo, it's not purple, but it does help keep the blonde in your hair blonde and more kind of champagne color, which is my goal, and not so brassy. So these I like a good deal. I have 4 conditioners to show you, and I have more than that up in my shower. First of all, the Shuuemura Yuba, I think it's called, Yuba Blonde. This is a mask. I got it at a Sephora sale, I think a year ago, and I don't use it every week. I only wash my hair once a week, actually, once in a while, maybe 5 days. But I oftentimes use a dollop of this and add it to one of these. And what I have here is the Kerastase, again the Blonde Absolute, and the Living Proof Mask Repair. I was going to put both of them up here. So the Mask Repair, something Lisa Eldridge recommended a long time ago, and I use that once in a while, and I'll mix it with this and put my hair, in a bun with the stick while I shave and all that stuff and leave this on for 5 minutes. And this one, which is blue, and again, I find when you're blonde you want to do bluing stuff once in a while, but bluing shampoos dry the hair. So I thought, I want to do my bluing in the conditioners, and this one is lovely. I myself am not going to get any of this because I just finished one and this is brand new and a little wet. The other conditioner I use, I freaking love this. I talked about this in my last video, in the Shop With Me video, and I told you all that I was going to get this. The reason I didn't put it in my cart is it's hazmat, so it ships ground, and I wanted to get everything as soon as possible so I can do another video putting everything on. But this, I love. It smells insanely beautiful, white florals, and it stays in your hair, so your hair, you'll get a little whiff of your hair as you move around, and it's delicious. For styling, the Olaplex number 6, all the products up here, because I store it upside down. I don't necessarily use it every single time. My hairstylist uses it on me on wet hair before he blows me out. It's supposed to help keep your flyaways down so your hair looks a little bit more smooth. I imagine if I brushed mine, it would look a little bit better right now. Also for smoothing down your hair, and this works. I don't use it very often. The Color Wow Dream Coat. So good. If you live in a humid climate, you will love this product. But if you're like me and your hair just isn't like flat and silky, it's been damaged by having it in a bun all the time, by being in the sun, from coloring, it's great. A heat protectant that I love to use is from Way, and it also smells delicious, like a white floral. And then finally, I got this at the last sale, and there's very little gone. This is going to last me for a couple of years because I wash my hair so frequently. One pump. My hair is long, it goes down to my bra strap. And yet, one pump. They're calling it an oil, but like most of these oils, they're dimethicones and oils, and it gives you a little bit of shine, helps flatten everything out, and I like it quite a bit. And finally, also from Color Wow, this is what I do my roots with. It is fantastic. It's a great color for me, and I've colored my roots recently, but I can go for a long time if I have to, because most of my gray is in the crown, and I'll just do a couple of parts and whoosh 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 this in. It stays until you wash your hair. It doesn't go down your face. You're not going to get a Rudy Giuliani out of this. It's really a lovely, lovely product. Okay, let's get into skincare. Not a lot of skincare from Sephora for me. I understand ingredients. I've made it my business, I guess, in a way, to learn about ingredients. I'm not an expert, you guys, but I do listen to other experts, and I do work on my own. Like 10 years ago, I decided to sit down and really understand skincare. And what I understand is that a lot of the things at Sephora make big promises, but the actives in them are not any different than those actives in something else that is less expensive. Full stop. So I don't get a lot from Sephora, but I do have a couple of things that I'm happy to share with you that I like very, very much. I don't use this very often. It's called Cream Skin from Laneige, and this comes out when the weather gets dry. I should put it on today because it is upon us. It's warm, but it's super dry, and my skin is beginning to feel it. This is a great product to add into your program when the weather gets a little bit drier. It's very liquidy, right? I had to do that before you could see it run. But it's like a toner essence where you can feel, they call it cream skin for a reason. It's moisturizing at the same time while being quite thin. If you have oily skin, this might be your moisturizer. It's just lovely. It's time to start using it again, and I highly recommend it. Under the eyes, the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright, there's something magic in this, and it's actually the ingredients, although I do think they probably have mica or something in this as well. But they have some nice ingredients that helps if you have darkness under your eyes, and I have already put that in my cart. For skincare that is expensive, but it has a formula that is trademarked, that is, I don't know if it's patented, but there's something very special about this. And that's, you know, I can say most of my skincare is $30 for each thing, which I think is very reasonable. I'm not using a toner that costs $120, you know what I mean? My toner is like $16, $20. I'm not using an essence that's $200. But Augustina Spotter, I'm gonna go there. This is the Soothing Cream. Looks like this. This is my second one. I just changed this out a couple of weeks ago. And I use this last thing at night. I see a difference in my skin, especially when I used it with the sample I had of the cream. So I am going to be ordering the cream. I got a small one of it and used it for a couple of weeks. And something special was happening. When I wake up and wash my face in the morning, I'm like, wow, this is pretty. It's beautiful. For sunscreens, again, I don't like to spend a lot of money for my sunscreen. Sunscreen just has a few actives. There's, you know, it's just a matter of how you put it together and how you perfume it and what you formulate it, blah, 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 blah. But sunscreen is a sunscreen, and there's so many great ones that you can get for, can make. It's like $11, $12, $15. You don't need to spend a lot. And the ones at Sephora cost a lot. However, if you love the Tatcha, which is $60, the time to get it is at the sale. And another one I really like, and it's very similar to the Tatcha, but the color is different. This is kind of pink, and this is kind of peach. And this is from Tula, and this is probably my third bottle on the Tula. Really enjoy the Tula very much. And that is pretty much it for skincare. My hair I washed like 2 or 3 days ago, and I've had it in a bun, I've had it styled, the whole bit, but it's almost like having a curling iron, except without all that heat, without all that damage. And then you use this cool button, go up like this to cool it down, and it'll hold. I didn't do that, so it's not going to hold, but I'm just taking a hair styling break. Okay, it doesn't have to be, you know, really, really precise. And I like kind of a messy look. Let's talk about makeup. We're going to start with foundations that came out this year that I really like. I love foundation. I have a lot that I love. And I have many that are really, really good, but they're horrible colors. So this hits it for me both in the color and the formula. Just going to do two. Both have finishes that are on the glowy side. One of them is Beautiful Skin from Charlotte Tilbury. When this first came out, I wore it all the time. I really neglected my other things. I think I have enough in here to get me to the next sale because I just need a pump. It is a strong medium coverage, so I don't need a lot, but I can cover that redness on my cheeks. And it's just beautiful. I'm not kidding when I'm saying I kept on going to it, and started to feel like, wow, totally neglecting my other stuff. I'm so delighted that she also expanded the color range, and finally there is a foundation from Charlotte Tilbury that is a good color for me. That is 4N. I will say I didn't like her other foundations that much, but I did try them, but I couldn't find good color. Westman Atelier could use some improvement in her shades. She should come out with more shades, but she did come out with foundation drops. It's just the most elegant packaging. You know, Charlotte Tilbury is kind of like, I'm an elegant brand, but this, compared to this is an elegant brand. Both makeup artists. I love this less coverage. So if you want just a little bit of coverage, just evening everything out, you're going to like this one. If you want more coverage, you're going to like this one. And for me, I need to powder both of them because I start so shiny from my sunscreens in the first place. Today, I'm wearing this. I'm going to mention a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products. She's an unusual brand for me because some of the things she does I hate, and some of the things she does I love. When it comes to foundation products, base products, she does a very, very nice job. So let's talk about contour. My two favorite contours really are the Wand. Love this. I'm wearing it today. And this one. This is a mini of the Film Star Bronze and Glow. But this color is great for contour. If you prefer a powder contour, this is not a bad way to go, you guys. There are worse ways to go. And then another contour is Biscuit from Westman Atelier, a brand that I love. Let's just do swatch comparisons so you can see which one you might like. When you first put this on, it's like, OMG, I went too far. What am I going to do? I blend it with a beauty blender, kind of like this, and it works out great. So I'm just going to be a little careful in how I'm swatching this so it's not too much, but I would say this is a Charlotte Tilbury. Even though it is not warm, it looks warm compared to Biscuit from Westman Atelier. That's funny, I never swatch them together. I would never say this is warm, but the Biscuit is quite cool and I love it. My newest concealer is the Charlotte Tilbury. I love this. This is a radiant concealer, Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I'm wearing it today. Since I bought it, I've pretty much been wearing it every single day. I feel like I have way more powders than someone who doesn't like powder that much should have. And I have powders again because my face is so shiny from my sunscreen and I want to knock that back, not because I have oily skin. So my By Terry I use every day, but this Kosas powder, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is a fantastic powder. I am wearing this today. My only issue with this is that it does impart color. So it's got to go with your foundation, where the By Terry doesn't impart color, but it's beautiful. And I haven't worn it in a while. When I put it on today, I'm like, oh yes, my skin looks so pretty. I can't recommend it enough. It's not new, but it's good. For bronzers, there are two. Another Charlotte Tilbury, Beautiful Skin bronzer. This is shade 1. I oftentimes don't want bronzer to make myself look tan. I just want to bring dimension and liveliness into my skin. That's why I go for shade number 1. I'm wearing this today. I'm also wearing Set It All Down with the Gucci bronzer. The Gucci bronzer is quite a bit darker. I think this is shade 2 and I got it because it's cool, because I get red when I get color and it suits me better. But today I use the lightest hand just to set everything up, and those are the two bronzers that I recommend. It's interesting, I keep on saying, wait, is that everything? Is that everything? Because I'm not going to name every single blush that I have. I'm not going to talk about everything I love. We just did the beauty list where I did talk about the Ciroc blushes, and I love blush, and there's a ton of blushes I could talk about, but you've heard me talk about them, and I just wanted to talk about these two Gucci blushes. I love this. It's just an everyday kind of nude color, and I love this. They have some pinks, but I thought I have those, and this kind of color can be a little difficult on me, more of a coral peach color, but I think it looks beautiful on my skin. They're beautiful powders. The packaging is lovely, and you know, it's Gucci, so get it on sale. Let's talk about a set and a face palette. So Hourglass this year came out with 3 shades for their Ambient Lighting Unlocked. Congratulations to Hourglass. We're thinking about everybody, because year after year after year I go and I try some on at the store and this is so dark, I cannot wear this. And now they have something for light, but it would be lighter for me, medium, and deeper. And this is the medium. It's the Elephant palette, and I did a video the other day. I'll post it here, but when I did that video, I think I went a little too heavy. The first Sephora video I did, the Shop With Me, this is what I had. I had it on my eyes, I had it on my cheeks. This is all I had. I had a different lip product, of course, but this was it. And it's lovely. And then this beautiful gift set from Westman Atelier. I am wearing this today as well. So this is based on the blush called Petal, and I'm wearing that today. And this is the blush. And I did do a video on this that I'll post right here so you can get more detail. And they did a highlighter, and that's right here. And then she did the lip product. This is in the Squeaky Clean lip balm, liquid lip balm I think is what it's called, which I love. And today I'm wearing the highlighter, and I'm also wearing the cheek product, and then I put a little bit of the cheek product up here, and I put the highlighter on my lid. And then I went in with something else that I'm going to show you in a second. And on my lip I'm wearing something else that I'm going to show you in a second. This is a beautiful color story, and it's a very natural look. Is she wearing makeup, or is she just have the most gorgeous skin? Would make a beautiful gift. Or you can tell somebody that you want it as a gift, or you can gift it to yourself. Love it. Eyes. I'm going to keep it really simple for eyes. 20% off. Now would be the time to look into Natasha Denona if you have not already. This is a cool palette. This is a warm palette. You know, a lot of people who have warm skin tones, they don't look good or they don't want to wear something cool. And for me, I can wear warms, but I like to wear warm in the summer. Here and here. And my eye look I finished off today with this shade right here. And I just kind of brought it out and pulled it out to make my eyes look a little bit longer. It's something that if you don't like big palettes, it can be scary, but honestly, just think 2 shades. There's a couple of different ways. There's really cool things. There's a little bit of pink, and these shades here are a little bit warm, and this is warm as well. So what we're looking at with that particular palette are just hairs, increments, small increments of differences in undertone. Another Charlotte Tilbury came out this year. I love this. This is the Push-Up Lashes, very odd little brush. What I love about this is the Pillow Talk color, so it's a brown. Browns are hard to find in high end. I think you can get them at the drugstore quite easily, but brown makes for a softer eye than black does, but my eyelashes are so freaking pretty. With this, I also love my Kush. I also love my Ilia. I have a lot of mascaras right now, and many of them I really, really love, but I want to streamline it here for you guys. For my waterline, as I get older, you can see more and more of my waterline, and I don't like it. And I used to use the Milk, but they discontinued it, and Hourglass came out with this gel liner this year. It's fantastic. It stays. And this is another Charlotte Tilbury product. It's called Eye Cheat, and sometimes I will use it on the lower line just to open up the eyes a little bit, or if I have some redness for some reason, that will help erase it. And I also use this sometimes to line my lips on the outside with something lighter. I really don't like a dark lip liner look. It can look kind of clowny, and especially on me, and as you get older your lips become more and more imperfect. Yay us. And I like going in with something lighter. It takes finesse. It's not easy to do it with a pencil like this consistency. You might want to, and this is something interesting to you. Makeup Forever has something like that as well. They have a ton of pencils and they're a little bit softer, but this adheres really well. Just saying. And that's the eyes. And for lips, we're keeping it simple again. So a lot of these products are new from this year, but not all of them. I still love, I still use, I still have, I think, 5 of these. These are the Givenchy Sheer Mattes. Actually, they're not that sheer, but they can be sheer, or you can build them. I love them. They're really comfortable, and they give you kind of that blotted look. And this is pink velvet. So, of course, yes, I love this. This came out this year. This is from Dior, and it is the No Transfer lipstick. Looks like this. I'm wearing it now. I love this color. I think it's called Cerise. And recently, Laura Mercier came out with these Petal Soft lip colors, and I love this. I love the color, and I love the way it feels, and it's a very soft look, and I'm deeply, deeply impressed. And it's also, it's not super shiny, but it's not necessarily matte. Now, my lips are feeling a little bit dry, as they often do, in the morning especially. We're just going to go over with the Squeaky Clean. And you guys, that is it. These are my recommendations, things you might want to look at getting at the sales. Some of them a little bit more expensive, like yay, and why not get 20% off? Not everything is super expensive, but I think, you know, this is the time. This is the time of year. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.